Do you want to reduce your energy bills? Or maybe you want to use greener energy? Go solar and get a discount. Right now, Which members can get a 7.5% discount on solar panels and their installation if you use Heatable, a Which Trusted Trader approved service. You can also include a storage battery and EV charger, handy if you're looking at making the switch to an electric car. To make use of this exclusive offer, simply head to which.co.uk/solar-offer. That's which.co.uk/solar-offer before the 30th of September 2025. And if you're not already a Which member, you can grab a year's membership for 50% off the usual price. To do that, go to which.co.uk/podcast offer to get involved. Start your solar journey today. Go solar and get a discount with Which.
With so many companies seemingly offering the best deals for your next holiday, which ones are actually worth using? Well, these are the ones that we recommend. Hello, James Rowe back with another episode of Which Shorts. Now, today we're revealing the result of our survey of thousands of holiday makers to rate holiday providers. From package holidays to hotels, flights to car hire, we're going to reveal the best of the best. In the June edition of Which magazine, Lauren Bell from the travel team put together a piece that revealed the companies that really impressed our survey respondents and explained what set them apart from the rest. Here's Lauren's piece, adapted for the podcast, this week read by Kat Chureda.
When you finally settle into your sun lounger with a good book on your summer getaway, it's bliss. But the build-up can be stressful. From finding a good deal to sneaking your slightly too large cabin bag past airline staff and avoiding pushy upselling at the car hire desk. Finally, you check into your hotel, hoping to find a spotless room that matches the photos you saw online. That's why choosing trustworthy companies that makes things easy is crucial. Holiday deal websites can be a treasure trove of offers and could be the go-to site to find your dream holiday at a bargain price. For instance, we found £300 flights to Montreal and £50 flights to Lisbon on Jack's Flight Club. Or how about this on Luxury Escapes? An 8-night stay in a swanky hotel in Phuket, Thailand was £445 cheaper than booking direct. Plus, you get an hour of drinks daily, a massage, a cooking class, a 6-course tapas dinner, and afternoon tea thrown in for free. These two sites came top in our recent Deal Site survey, but it's also worth checking out others, from Voyage Privé to Travelzoo. You do have to keep your wits about you though. We did find a few dud deals. For example, a room for two with a bottle of Prosecco in London Docklands sounds like the perfect date night. But delve a bit deeper into this offer on Groupon and you'll find that you're actually off to a Holiday Inn Express on an A road in Canning Town, which might not be quite what you had in mind. Always compare the like-for-like deal directly and factor in the value of any extras thrown in. It pays to do your research too, so you don't get an unwelcome surprise. The more flexible you can be about when and where you travel, the cheaper the prices you'll find. If you travel out of the peak season or stay in a UK hotel on a Sunday, you'll find healthy discounts. And make sure you factor in membership costs. Some sites charge you for deal access. For example, for Travelzoo is £30 a year. You could easily save this much in just one booking, so if you use the membership, it's likely to be worth it. If you're looking to book a beach or resort holiday, they don't come better than Trailfinders. We named it one of our recommended providers year after year after year. Its customer service, impressive trip organisation, and the smooth transfers it arranges sets it apart from most brands. This may be down to its in-store and over-the-phone bookings, which add a personal touch. You can't book online. It is expensive though. Readers told us it will work with your budget, but it probably makes most sense to use it for complex holidays with tailor-made itineraries. That's its specialty. Destination 2 is another company we recommend you use to book a beach or resort getaway. Knowledgeable, helpful, and thorough were some of the words you used when we asked you to describe its travel agents. Perhaps it's no surprise that of the 30 brands featured in our beach holiday provider survey, Destination 2 was one of just 4 that garnered the full 5 stars for customer service. It also beat top-of-the-table Trailfinders for value for money with a rating of 4 stars out of 5. We also recommend Kuoni, Olympic Holidays and Jet2 Holidays to help you book a resort holiday. Speaking of Jet2, they're also a recommended provider for short-haul flights. Compared to its rivals, it's less likely to cancel flights last minute, and 9 in 10 passengers in our survey said their booking experience was good. Jet2 makes travelling hassle-free. It includes large cabin bags as standard, families are almost always seated together, and for free, and 7 in 10 of you said staff are helpful during delays. If it's a long-haul flight you're after, look no further than Emirates. Yes, Singapore Airlines and Etihad Airways also stood out for fabulous service, sleek and modern cabins, and decent food and drink. But only Emirates is a Which recommended provider. That's because, unlike the other two, and most other airlines in fact, it won't automatically cancel your return flight if you miss the outbound journey. You just need to tell it that you still need the ticket. For hotels overseas, Iberostar tops the tree. It has 4- and 5-star hotels in Europe, Africa, and the Americas, and most of them are beachfront, all-inclusive resorts. The consensus from you was that their properties and their service is hard to fault. With an 85% customer score, it's joint top along with Paradores and Riu. Riu has properties worldwide in popular cities and beach locations. Survey respondents gave it the full 5 stars for its food and drink, with high-quality buffets offering everything from steak to sushi. Truly special, as one guest put it. A double room will set you back more than £220 a night on average, but it's money well spent. Riu was the only brand to clinch 5 stars for value for money. If you're hiring a car, there's only one company we recommend. We know that 60% of you worry that you're being taken for a ride when you hire a car, and we understand why. We saw some low-cost hire companies descending into downright lawlessness to get us to part with extra cash for insurance when we went undercover last year. So, with an impressive score of 90%, Zest is the company you should look for. It operates in 90 countries worldwide and is the only car hire broker that's ever been a WRP. It saves you money by negotiating bulk rates with providers, but also throws in insurance and often an additional driver. It also offers assistance if anything goes wrong. With 5 stars for its clear pricing plus excellent customer service, it's the top choice for car hire. If you're still yet to book your next trip, bear these things in mind to get everything right. Check hotel prices directly. Booking sites help us compare hundreds of hotels, but once you've narrowed it down, always check the price on the hotel's own website. They might offer you an incentive to book direct. And even better, why not call the hotel? It may offer an even cheaper rate. If you prefer booking sites, use your phone, not your laptop. We found that you can save up to 20% on sites like Booking.com, Expedia, and Hotels.com, as they offer mobile exclusive deals. When it comes to flights, never pay to choose your seat. Our airline survey shows that 9 in 10 passengers who didn't pay got a seat next to their companions anyway. The exceptions were Ryanair and Wizz Air, with only 6 in 10. Before you book, check if your passport is in date. If you're travelling to the EU or non-EU Schengen countries like Iceland, Liechtenstein, Norway and Switzerland, your passport must be issued less than 10 years before the day you arrive at your destination, and be valid for 3 months from the day you depart. You'll be turned away if these rules aren't met. And finally, keep up to date with the changing airport liquid rules. Now at Birmingham, Bristol, Edinburgh, Gatwick, Leeds, Bradford, Luton, Newcastle, Southend and Teesside, you can leave your liquids, up to 100 millilitres each, in your hand luggage. At all other UK airports, you must remove them and put them in a clear 20 by 20 centimetre bag.
Thanks for listening to this podcast from Which, the UK's consumer champion. You can find plenty more advice about what we discussed today in the show notes. There you'll also find a link to become a Which member for 50% off the usual price, an offer exclusively available to you, our podcast listeners. Joining Which will not only give you access to all of our product reviews, our app, one-to-one personalised buying advice and every issue of Which magazine across the year, but you'll also be helping us to make life simpler, fairer and safer for everyone. Don't forget to hit subscribe wherever you're listening, that way you'll be notified whenever we release a new episode of Which Money, Which Shorts or another podcast that we make for you. And if you want to get in touch with us, then follow us on social media, we're at WhitchUK, or you can drop us an email to podcasts@which.co.uk. See you next time.
If you're enjoying this podcast from us here at Which, then why not become a Which member? Right now, we've got a special offer, especially for podcast listeners, meaning you can choose any of our 3 membership tiers for 50% off the usual price. Starting at just £39.50 for a full year, you can get Which magazine delivered direct to your door. For the same price, you could also choose a digital Which subscription, giving you access to all of our product reviews, the Which app, and the digital edition of Which magazine. What's more, you'll also be able to use the Ask Which service for personalised one-to-one buying advice. Or why not get a full access Which subscription for just £49.50 for a full year? Don't forget, that's 50% off the usual price. To join Which or to find out more, just head to which.co.uk/podcast offer. That's which.co.uk/podcast offer, or click the link in the description for today's podcast for 50% off a Which annual subscription.